So guys, tonight we are experiencing a lunar eclipse. It's a full eclipse. I didn't have a full video of the eclipse, but we're witnessing it right now. Oh, over there. So let me tell you a little bit history about eclipse. Lunar eclipses have captivated societies all across the world, inspiring numerous myths and stories, many of which depict the occurrence as an omen. This is not surprising, because anything that disrupts the sun or the moon's regular rhythms has a significant impact on us and our lives. Let's begin with China. An ancient Chinese narrative is the first to mention of a solar eclipse. Historians believe the eclipse mentioned in this myth occurred about 2134 BC and might have been seen from China. An eclipse was once thought to be caused by an invisible dragon eating the sun. They believed that if they made a huge noise with drummers beating drums and archers shooting arrows into the sky, the dragon would go and the sun would return. The two royal astronomers, Si and Ho, failed to anticipate the eclipse when it occurred, and the emperor was upset because he was not prepared to scare the dragon away. Despite the return of daylight, the emperor ordered the execution of the two astronomers. At Mesoamerica, the intense crimson colorization was seen by the Incas as a jaguar attacking and devouring the moon. They hoped that the jaguar would then shift its attention to Earth, so they would yell, shake their spears, and let their dogs yelp and scream in an attempt to scare the jaguar away. In ancient Mesopotamia, the moon eclipse was considered a direct attack on the ruler. They would appoint a proxy king for the length of the eclipse if they could forecast it with reasonable accuracy. The real king will go into hiding and wait for the eclipse to pass, while someone considered replaceable pretended to be the monarch. The proxy king will then vanish, and the old king will be restored. Some Hindu legends attribute lunar eclipse to the demon Rahu, consuming the elixir of immortality. The sun and moon decapitate Rahu immediately, while Rahu's head remains immortal after consuming the elixir. Rahu's head pursues the sun and moon, intending to consume them. If he catches them, there will be an eclipse because Rahu will swallow the moon, which will then emerge from his severed neck. People in Japan used to believe that poison would fall from the sky during an eclipse. They covered all the wells during the eclipse to prevent the poison from getting into their drinking water. But don't worry, some eclipses have a friendlier face. The Native American Hupa and Luiseno tribes from California believed that the moon was wounded or ill. After the eclipse, the moon will then need healing either by the moon's wives or by tribesmen. The Luiseno, for example, would sing and chant healing songs towards the darkened moon. Another uplifting story is the legend of the Batamaliba people in Togo and Benin in Africa. Traditionally, they view a lunar eclipse as a conflict between the sun and the moon, a conflict that the people must encourage them to resolve. It is therefore a time for all feuds to be laid to rest, a practice that has remained until this day. In Islamic culture, eclipses tend to be interpreted without superstition. In Islam, the sun and moon represent deep respect for Allah. So during an eclipse, special prayers are chanted, including a prayer for a lunar eclipse. It both asks Allah's forgiveness and reaffirms Allah's greatness. Returning to a more sinister view, Christianity has equated lunar eclipses with the wrath of God and often associates them with crucifixion of Jesus. It is notable that Easter is the first Sunday after the first full moon of spring, ensuring that an eclipse can never fall on Easter Sunday, a potential mark of Judgment Day. A more modern scientific explanation, a lunar eclipse occurs when the moon moves into the Earth's shadow. This can occur only where the sun, Earth, and moon are exactly or very closely aligned, with Earth between the other two, which can only happen on the night of a full moon, when the moon is near either lunar node. The type and length of a lunar eclipse depend on the moon's proximity to the lunar node. The reddish color is caused by the Earth completely blocking direct sunlight from reaching the moon, with only the light reflected from the lunar surface has been refracted by Earth's atmosphere. This light appears reddish for the same reason that a sunset or sunrise does. Also, unlike a solar eclipse, which can only be viewed from a relatively small area of the world, a lunar eclipse may be viewed from anywhere on the night side of the Earth. Lunar eclipse usually lasts nearly 2 hours, while a total solar eclipse lasts only about a few minutes at any given place, because the moon's shadow is smaller. Also, unlike the solar eclipses, lunar eclipses are safe to view without any eye protection or special precautions as they are dimmer than the full moon.
Yung labas niya eh.
But even up to this day, imaginations concerning the blood moon still plays with our mind and imagination.
Hey guys, so that's it for the brief history of lunar eclipse. Until next time, to travel is to explore history, and it's good to learn some science once in a while. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Bye!
So guys, if you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and feel free to comment.
Hit the bell, hit the bell, hit the bell, hit the bell. Come on guys, hit the bell.
For notifications.
And don't forget to share.